Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to episode 2 of Metal Gear Mondays. Unfortunately, you can see the same setup that we had on our mission last week, as we're trying to make our initial insertion into Shadow Moses Island, the compound where we have to investigate a band of terrorists known as Foxhound, trying to see if they have nuclear capabilities and stop them if they do. As I mentioned at the top of the project, I am replaying the video game alongside the board game. And what I'll say about this first section is it's definitely very faithful to the board game, or the board game is very faithful to the video game so far, including the notion that if you get discovered down here, you're basically just dead, full stop. There's no way to get around that. So hopefully we'll actually get to the elevator, which is our goal. We need to bring the elevator down and then take it back up. And hopefully we can do that this week without getting as many involuntary piercings, aka bullet holes. So, if everybody's all set, we'll take a quick look at Solid Snake once again. He starts out here, and we've got our guards all set to go. We've got our various actions down here. So, I think since we're all set, now we can get into this. We've got our well, before we do that, let's replay the dialogue from the scenario. And yes, I am going to be trying the voices again, so we'll see how this goes. This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me? Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake? Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up. Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. And then they go over some of the basics. And getting to the end here is, after you finish the steps, there are only 18 hours until their deadline. After you finish the steps on the guard order card, yada yada yada. Okay, got it. I'm ready to go. Alright, Snake, contact me when you reach the surface. Okay, so we are all set. First up, we've got our 4 actions. So I think what I'm going to do here is 1, 2, 3, 4. I definitely don't want to be in this line anywhere, because if he moves 4 and has to turn right, he's going to see me. So I don't want to be here when that ends. Similarly, I don't want to be here because I know he's going to move 1 and turn left. So I want to be very careful of that. So I think what I want to do for now is I'm going to run back the... actually, do I go... So actually another question is, do I go 1, 2, and dash twice to get up here and risk having to make 2 rolls for noise? Because that's an option I've got on the table as well. I'll bring the dice tower in shot, since I'm definitely thinking hard about that idea. I'll put that... I think we can put it there. That's going to require 2 white dice, because that's a... Because I have to roll 1 white die per action that makes noise. Draws attention to their current space. So the thing about moving here is, if he moves here, as long as he's not moving as long as this guard moves, he'll be moving here. As long as he moves more than 1, he won't do anything at this space. So it's kind of a calculated gamble. Let's see, what to do, and I think that is the play we're going to go with. So we're going to sneak twice. So we're going to sneak up here. Then I'm going to dash twice, so dash dash and dash dash. I will have to roll 2 white dice, though, to see if I put the alert marker in my space. So I've got my 4 actions, I've got my 2 white dice. This is the face I'm looking to avoid. So if I roll that, that means we put the attention marker on the board. So let's see what happens here with dashing twice. Nope, all clear there. So we very much dodge a bullet on that one. And then that brings us into the guard actions phase. So let's see what the guards are doing. And I think I want the dice tower over here. I'll turn it that way. Okay. So now that we've got that figured out, we go into the enemy phase. So we'll draw a card. First guard order card is Guards would wakey wakey. Okay, so Guards would wakey wakey, but nobody's been knocked out. Cameras would change, but that's not relevant for this stage. And then this requires us to check the mode. If we're in alert mode, guards are moving 5 spaces. If they're in investigate mode, they would be moving 3 and turning left. So we get away with one. We get away with 1 on that. So since we're in patrol mode, and we'll be hitting the turn with remaining movement. So just like we wanted, although we'll move in order of the... We're essentially moving from left to right, top to bottom. So left here, then here, then here. He will move. So he'll move 1, turn left, 2, 3. Then he's moved. So then we'll be moving here. 1, 2, 3. Very much a turn of luck for us there. Then he's going to move 1, 2, 3. All right, that's it for the guard phase, or for the patrol on the guard. We don't have anything to worry about with the end of enemy phase. And we're not running out of time because we didn't reveal the game over card. So that brings us back to the player phase once again. I can very easily sneak 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, do I go 1, 2, 3? If I sneak 1, 2, 3, 4, who could potentially end up seeing me? I think a better idea is if I move 1, 2, 3, 4, he would move 1, 2, 3, 4. Would he turn right then? Without having gained a line of sight, guard will find a new path. No. Actually, I don't think... I think he would have enough... Actually, let me look at how that works again. Okay. Earn their movement there. They will do this by either turning left or right to face a direction that has at least 1 potential space. So I think the safest play here is actually going to be to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to get in here. That way, I'm in no danger of being seen by anybody. I could also go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially dash in, but that seems like a bad idea, just in case we draw noise, just in case we roll for noise and it goes sideways. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to sneak 4 times, and sneak 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be our entire turn, so now we'll draw a new guard order card. Once again, wakey wakey, camera changes, and guards move 4, turning right. So this guard will move 1, 2, 3, 4. Turning right, he'll turn there. Then this guard, good thing I snuck in here instead of trying to go here. 1, turn, 2, 3, 4. He's turning right. And then this guard will go 1, turn right, 2, 3, 4, also turning right. That's a fortunate turn of events for us. That brings us back into our turn. If we move up here, I don't think anybody is in danger of seeing us. Unless this guard, say... This guard would have to move 6. Actually, if we move here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. No, the only one who could potentially see us would be him, but that's not going to be something that's going to happen. So, and he's moving in this this guard's moving in this direction anyway. He's moving up here. So I think I will sneak 4 times once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This way I should be able to hit this elevator next turn. New guard order. Wakey, wakey on the guards. Camera changes. Guards move 5 and turn left. So he's moving 1 turn, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's in the middle of nowhere, essentially. He's moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be potentially problematic. And then he's moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since he's still got path movement in this direction, actually finding a new path means he's going to turn left and find this as a path. Okay, so I don't know exactly what's in the deck. We've gotten 2 turn rights. If I try to go for it now, and this is a turn, and the next guard order card is a turn left, he's going to see me. So I don't think... Do I want to take a chance on that? I think the answer to that... Actually, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to and sneak up behind him. I don't think there's any way either of these 2 guards are going to see me. This one is going to be stepping in here. So the only guard I'm worried about potentially seeing me is this guard right here. So if I sneak 4 times and go 1, 2, 3, 4... I potentially could dash once on my next turn to get out of line of sight. So if I do that, if I do 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, the only way he's going to see me is if he ends up moving here, finding a new path, and then turns 180 back to see me. I'm not too worried about that. Now I just got to figure out how I want to get to this event next turn. But our next guard order card, before we get that far... Guards radio in. There's a guard count on here of 3, so no problem there. Camera changes, but that's not relevant for this scenario. And then since we're still in patrol mode, guards are moving 2 and turning left. So this guard moves 1, turns back around 2. He's moving 1, 2, finding a path to the right. Then he's moving 1, turn left, 2. Okay, so now what I'm worried about is the new guard coming down, because there will be one coming down on the elevator shaft that I'm going to start working into shot. So if I go 1, 2, dash 3, 4. Actually... do I want to risk a dash? Because that's going to because a noise would bring the guards right to me and bring this one right on top of me. And I need to get in the elevator while my alert or my investigate token is not on the map. Still, it might be worth the risk. I don't think there are any 1s in the deck. So I think we will go 1, 2, dash 3, which will bring the guard down, which will bring the new guard down, and I need to end up here without my investigate or token on the map. My investigate or alert token. So that event's gone. And 4. So I am taking a bit of a calculated gamble here, but let's see if it pays off. Remember, I especially don't want to see this icon right now. The idea being that as long as he moves off and takes a significant, I'll get out as long as I A, don't put my investigate token on the board now, and B, the guards move a significant amount. But let's see what happens here on our noise roll. So of course, and we are probably just sunk here because I put my investigate marker on the board. It was a gamble that clearly wasn't going to pay off. Oh, what the? I want OBS Mac. For crying out loud, OBS, stop it. I got the mouse so this nonsense stopped. I got the external mouse so this nonsense stopped happening. Alright, unfortunately, as I mentioned, that is putting my investigate token on the board, which is going to bring the guards right to me. But let's see what happens here. Okay, guards radio in, but they're all good. Camera changes, but that's not relevant to the scenario. So let's see here. When the active guard is the nearest or tied for nearest guard to any of that. So the active guard is in investigate mode. So these two are both in patrol mode right now. They're moving 3 and turning right. So 1, turn, 2, 3. 1, 2, leapfrog, 3. Let's see. So if the active guard is tied, let's see. So when the active guard is the nearest or tied for the nearest guard to any investigate, or there are any knockout or bodies in the line of sight or in the line of sight of a camera in the zone, the active guard is in investigate mode. They'll attempt to move into the space with the nearest investigate in their zone, moving spaces up to the blue number on the guard order card. Okay, they'll attempt to move into the space with the nearest question mark. So he's just going to turn straight around and see me, and that'll put my alert token on the board. Which means this guard is rolling another attack. So 2 black dice, and we want to see rolls below a 3. Right? Yes, below a 3. As the die goes flying on me. Jeez. That's 2 damage. So now this guard's coming out. 1, 2, turning right to me. One more damage. So, yeah, we've got a lot of problems here. Good grief. Well, that is another thing that this game is very faithful about, is if you're spotted down here, you're just dead. It was a gamble. It was a gamble to get up here, but of course I rolled a 1 on the noise die to put my investigate out. So now I'm stuck in a situation where I have to try to get out of here. Okay. Resolve each attention. Okay. So now every time I move, now that the guards are in alert mode, so the question is now, do we just try? We might have to try to, we're going to have to try to knock these guys out. So here, I think what we'll do is we're going to move, I'm going to try to knock these guards out. So 1, and I'll take a hand-to-hand attack action. Let me just check how this works. Rolls the dice Compare the dice results from the attack against the target's defense. Only deal KO damage. Actually, let's do a combo attack here, because I need to try to knock this guard out. That's unfortunately going to be 2 of my actions. So I did a sneak. Now I'm doing a combo attack. But if I take 1 more damage, I am going to be defeated. Which that is, of course, the last damage I needed, so Snake is defeated. Which is very unfortunate. But we'll try the scenario 1 more time, and then depending on what happens in this next run-through of it, I'll decide what I want to do with Metal Gear Mondays. So, bear with me, I'm going to put the stream into intermission while I set this up 1 more time. But I will be around to interact with chat. Alrighty then, we are all set. We'll give this scenario one more try, and then I'm probably just going to let myself move forward after this. I've given this scenario 3 honest attempts, so I think at this point I'm okay with moving the story forward after this last attempt. So, we're set back to the start once again. Now what are we going to do here? Well, let's start with the 2, 3. I definitely don't want to end up in this line because there's too much danger of him seeing me, and I don't want to end up here because he's going to see me. I could go dash, 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 sneak, but that's going to be giving me 3 noise dice right away. That seems like a very bad idea. That's going to bring him right after me. So that seems like a terrible idea. So I think, and if I set up here, 2, 4. Yeah, the problem is I want to try to get into this line if possible because I want to try to get into this line if possible because I haven't seen any 1-turns. I haven't seen any 1-turns yet. But again, that's 3 dashes, and I don't like that idea. Excuse me. What to do? This is a tough one. I think we go... 2 dashes, 2, 4, 5, 6 does the same thing. It gets me into this line because I'll be dashing 2, 4, 5, 6. So that's 2 sneaks and 2 dashes. That does require me to roll 2 of the white dice for noise, though. So let's see what happens here. We don't draw attention to our space, thankfully. Okay, now let's see what the guards are doing. Guards. Wakey, wakey. Camera changes. 4 and turning left. So he's going to start by moving 1, 2, 3, 4. We established he does find a new path, which causes us problems. Alright. Because since he ended on the turn icon with no movement left, he does find a new path. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, finding a new path, turning right. He leapfrogs 1, 2, 3, turn 4, finding a new path, turns left. Let's see, I have seen 3 turn left. And I definitely don't want to be in this line anyway, because the line of sight is a very real thing. And he's going to see all the way down. Let's see, he would have to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then be turning right to find me along this line. This guy would have a much easier time finding me along this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Risk a dash here. Which means I'm only rolling 1 die for noise. That does put me miles away from the event objective, but that's probably still worth it here. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a dash. I'll roll 1 die for noise. Actually, you know what? I was thinking about this earlier. I was thinking about this before I started the project. And the dash in the video game, this is one thing I don't like where the game's taken liberties. I get why they did. I think I kind of get why they did it, but I'm not sure I agree with it. Where the dash to me shouldn't automatically make noise. I didn't act on it earlier, but I think now I am going to. So here's what I'm going to... So I'm going to add a house rule while I'm dashing. And I did see some water around here, which would theoretically trigger noise. But I'm going to give myself... I'm going to make a house rule here that I'm going to start using. That when I dash, I'm going to roll a regular die. I'm going to roll a regular die first. On a 1, I'll make the noise roll like normal. Otherwise, I won't make the noise roll. Because that's the thing. Dashing isn't automatically going to trigger the noise roll in the video game. It doesn't automatically bring the enemy down on you. It's unless you hit certain surfaces like the water or a rickety or a more like a rickety metal surface kind of thing. So I'm going to add a house rule in for the dash, also just to make it a little bit easier on myself. What that essentially means is I have to roll a 1 on the regular die, and then a 1 again on the noise die. So I'm going to roll both of these at the same time. If the black die is a 1, I'll consult the white die. If it's not, I'll ignore the white die. Which it's 2 6s, so nothing happening there. Which means we don't make noise. And on the guard order, radio in, cameras don't change, guards are moving 3. So 1, 2, 3, finding a new path. Actually, yeah, 3 and turning right. So guard is turning there. 1, 2, 3, turning back out. 1, 2, 3, turning right. Okay, so I think with that in mind, going along this line, there's no way anybody's going to see me, so I will just sneak 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll draw a fresh guard order card. If there are 3 bodies, take the top guard order card, move it to the bottom. Cameras change, and since we're still in patrol mode, guards move 4, turning left. 1, 2, actually, he would move first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he moves 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, turning left. So he'll just continue on, since there's still space in front of him. Let's see. Here I'll go 1, 2, 3, and I'll make a dash here to bring the elevator down. Actually, no, I'm not going to make the dash here. Because I'm not I don't think I'm in danger of anybody turning here and stopping here, finding a new path, and then turning down to see me. So I think right now the dash is a safer play. I can remove all those health tokens, by the way. And our next guard order card. Wakey wakey, cameras don't change. Guards move 2, turning right. 1, turn 2. 1, 2, turns right. 1, 2. Oh, thank God, he moved away from that. That could have been very problematic for us. So now in our next turn, we're going to sneak 1, which will bring the new guard down. Then I will go 2, 3, 4, sneaking 3 more times. That'll get me out of range of the new guard. So let's see what happens here. We find guards radio in, nothing happens there. Cameras don't change. Guards are still in patrol mode, so they move 5 and turn right. So he'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 dashes and activate. I think that looks like where we go here. So dash, 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 and interact, and that's finally the end of the scenario. Only took me 3 tries to get there. And there is a dialogue. Actually, there's no dialogue for this one, but we have finally completed the scenario. So next week, so now we don't have to figure out what I'm doing with Metal Gear Mondays. Next week, we'll be finally on scenario 2. Granted, I did have to add a little bit of a house rule in to make it a bit easier for me to advance, but it's one that I think thematically makes a lot of sense. Because as I mentioned, dashing doesn't automatically trigger the noise, doesn't trigger noise automatically in the video game. I kind of see why they did it in the board game, just to make it a little bit more challenging, but it kind of bothered me a bit. So that's why I decided to add the rule to that. But that will wrap this week's episode of Metal Gear Mondays. Wednesday we'll have a new debut on the channel as we play Pentaquest. Friday as of now, we're playing Fall Classic Baseball. That'll be my next weeknight stream. Saturday, we'll have a morning game. I'm not sure what that morning game is going to be yet, but we will also have Mystical Munchies in the afternoon as we cook the entree out of the Star Wars Life Day cookbook, AOP Roast, EOPIE. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone.